I want to preface this video by stating that I was the only one that reached out to everyone involved in this story, and that the victims weren't just used by Destiny, but by YouTubers trying to frame themselves as heroes. One of them is still lying about what he did. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I personally care about the victims either. I don't know them. However, I do have the basic human decency to not try and sabotage them. I pride myself on doing a good job, and this video is finally up to those standards. So enjoy! Destiny is a political streamer that is...
It is, I cannot believe that the commentary guys have the best take on this. As far as I know, like, the general take is the exact same take that I have, is yeah, I'm glad that Destiny got exposed and all of that shit and all of that's, like, did we just lose, Dylan?
We did.
We were right there. What happened? And I'm back to having... Anyways, like, I'm pretty sure that their take is, like, the commentary at large is like, yeah, it's nice that Destiny got exposed because he's kind of, like, been a massive piece of shit scumbag, asshole, etc., 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 sex pest, bad guy. But the way that this was released, forcing the victim into the position that they did, and, like, the way that they framed Pixie in this was atrocious. Like, I keep on, like, meaning to watch Beckett's video. I haven't watched Beckett's video. Am I really gonna get completely surrounded the literal millisecond that I walk out of the door? God, I love this game. Have shit takes with few exceptions. Oh, well, maybe I'm just projecting, and because I thought that they had a good take, and I assumed that they had the same take as me. But regardless, the good take, in my opinion, is, like, the way that Sunday went about it, with the blaming of Pixie, was pretty unfucking believable. I think that that's really bad. It's good that Destiny got exposed, but, like, there should have been more consideration there for the victims who were possibly suicidal, and there was just like, I think she's faking, so f it. Let me see here. Okay, let me see what the commentary guys say, though.
Framed himself as a moral authority. I've gone on his shows, cited his appearances often when covering the Red Pill. He's framed himself as someone who's fighting for respecting women.
I think there's an intention within DDG, from what I can tell, from what you say and what people say, to make women feel comfortable in the space. Is that correct?
There's an intention from me. There's probably an intention from part of my community.
He thinks teenagers should get dating advice from him rather than their own stupid parents.
Person comes up to you and starts saying some weird stuff. You just sit there with this 13-year-old.
And this is, like, why it's so damaging, in my opinion. This is why it's so unbelievably damaging, is that so much of the so much of his career was built off of this. You know, it was built off of, you know, the trust and, like, the authority by which he, like, arrived at his opinions, and, like, I'm, like, the king of consent because I understand when someone is actually saying this or that or blah 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 blah. Like, all of the, for every single time that he gassed himself up and saying that he's, like, the only person that understands anything about consent, who is the only person that understands anything, and nothing bad will ever come out about him. And, like, everybody else is just, like, retarded virgins who should be, you know, only allowed to have sex once their handler deems them worthy. For someone to have that much... Did you just shoot at the helicopter that's supposed to save us?
I did.
You just walked right by a witch.
Oh.
We just walked right by it.
We're good.
We're good. Have you seen Sunday's former editor talking about his thought process?
Damn it. Alice, you retard.
Dumb... Help! 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 Oh, he's dead. Oh, damn. That sucks, bro.
Well,
That's rough. You got a health pack? Damn it.
okay.
Okay. I have not seen Sunday's former editor talking about his thought process. Depending on how the lawsuit ends will determine a lot. Like, here's like the one possible saving grace that Destiny has, in my eyes, is that there is a ton that he can't talk about because of the lawsuit. And like he actually has a thought out, response later on, but it feels really unlikely given the everything that's happened in between, like the Pixie's only in it for the money type shit and trying to blame Lauren De Laguna instead of the accountability. Drama content is making Sunday crazy. Well, like Sunday has always been a drama streamer. Like he has like the thin veneer of philosophy streamer. Oh fuck. But then like the majority of like what he gets involved in has to do with drama content. And then like philosophizing it into like something bigger than it actually is, which is drama slop.
And then you start having conversations extended about dating.
Yeah, I have before. What do you mean? No, would I tell if a young person came up to me and they were asking me questions about some like boy problems or something? Yeah, I'd probably say, yeah, of course. What do you mean, a 35-year-old man? Of course, I'm gonna have better advice for them than some random high school person. Yeah, of course. If a 15-year-old girl came up to me and she's like, "There's some weird shit going on with a boy in my high school," I'd say, "Oh no, don't talk to me, honey. Go ask another 15-year-old boy, or ask your retarded mom and dad who are gonna tell you to never talk to any boys ever." No, what the? Why would I not talk to a person?
Oh man, some of these things seem so like I don't know what the context is here, but like in light of everything else that's happened, like it just seems so fucked. Oh shit. Fuck. No you don't, bitch. No you don't, bitch. No you don't, bitch. No you don't, bitch. I'm jockeyed. I'm on fire and jockeyed. I'm gonna die. This sucks. I'm gonna go down in the fire pit. No, I'm not. I'm alive. I'm alive. I can't believe it. I have 2 health.
I'm gonna heal. This is some outrageous shit. Okay.
Context was the girl who plays 11. Oh, it's the fucking about fucking what's his name? Drake. Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, Destiny's in the wrong here. No. It is absolutely unacceptable for Drake to be messaging Millie Bobby Brown for that shit. Do you know about that, Dylan?
No.
Drake would like text Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things about boys, and like the way she talked about Drake on like the red carpet when people would like ask her about his relationship with her, she would like have like really weird answers. Like, oh yeah, no, we just like talk. And she's like 13 years old and Drake is like 35. One second. This is ridiculous, right?
A little bit.
Okay, are you ready? 'Cause we gotta go.
Okay.
God damn it. Okay, let's keep going.
Wait, what?
Yet Destiny has a longer list of women he's had sexual interactions with that now hate him than any of these guys. Almost all of which have been labeled as crazy, unhinged psychos, liars.
Yeah, like, I can be a pretty cool motherfucker. And yeah, me and Malene have problems, but I don't think I with all of this. I'm not running around screen sharing people's nudes, calling people ugly behind their backs while telling them I want to them because they're like trying to go up on shows that I'm like a producer of.
But recent leaks showed Destiny sharing sex tapes of his past partners without their consent to a 19-year-old named Rose in an attempt to get laid. I can't help but wonder, was there any truth behind their stories?
Things that's been done to me without consent or anything. that has been my past 5 years.
Then there's the aspect of how these stories broke, coming from 2 YouTubers, President Sunday and Beckett, who never reached out to the victim, were never given permission to share any of this. Yet they did it anyway, confirming it's her in the leaks
Thanks for
to the
taking
general
literally
public,
all of
framing her
that.
as a suicide baiter for saying she'd kill herself if her parents found out.
Pixie did the worst thing that someone in her position could do. Rather than seek legal recourse or make a public statement denouncing the violation of her consent and dignity that these leaks represented,
She was literally doing both of those things.
she seems to have ultimately chosen to try and profit from the situation by extorting Destiny.
This guy didn't even try to understand the—
I'm so fucking mad. What is a different strategy for that last stretch, dude? What could we possibly do?
It's like we need everyone to be alive.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes.
We need all the ammo we can possibly get, so we need everybody shooting guns.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, like I agree with WillyMac here. Like I think that for all of like the utilitarian, like, oh, we need to, help the future victims, like cope maxing that they're doing about it. I think that it really was a disservice to Pixie, who...
Inside.
Huh? Get inside. Why? I'm getting inside.
I thought there
I'm
was an
inside.
incoming attack.
Well, there's a bunch of them, but they're not really moving. Goddamn. Goddamn. God, we just need to move. We just need to move. They're just continuously spawning. We need to move. There was no utilitarian thinking. That was the thought process that was given to me. I can't remember if it was from Sunday or if it was someone explaining Sunday's point of view. But my understanding was they said, well, I don't think that she's being sincere about the suicidal ideation. So wait, where are you? Why are you so far back there? Or were you so far ahead?
I got attacked.
Why didn't you speak up?
They came out of nowhere immediately. I'm dead.
What the fuck? I was literally right there. Fuck. Okay, well, I'm just gonna trudge forward, trudging forward. But yeah, anyways, they thought that she was bluffing, and even if she wasn't, then like, her like selfishly holding this information back while there were other victims was, doing a disservice to those victims. So like it was like I'm choosing which victim to protect, and I'm going to protect the victims that I don't have a direct line of communication to. Fuck, I'm ridden. I'm getting rid.
The full story before making a video victim shaming her. While her parents certainly know now thanks to Sunday's journalism, if she dies, she dies, a risk he's totally willing to take on behalf of making his YouTube video. After Pixie was forced to go public, she would have other women reach out saying they also had their nudes shared without their consent. One girl even claimed she filed a police report on Destiny for secretly recording them having sex, which if true is such a violation of another person's privacy. I genuinely hope he faces criminal consequences for it. This is not the first time this accusation has come up.
The way that Lauren keeps saying is implying that I'm like recording me people or recording me like sexual stuff or something like that. That's how she like implies it. When Lauren says it over and over again, that's what she's referring to.
The response he gave on Reddit as well as in his stream come off as absurd, like he's the victim.
A lot of vulture culture streams tonight. A lot of clout hungry people that wanted to spend 12 hours.
Yeah. Also, like, again, there is like some amount of grace that you can give when it comes to like the legal aspect of things, right? But like also, like, come on, like you can't deflect blame that hard. Just say like, I'm not speaking on this until a good time is, like the legal stuff is all like fixed. You can say that. I don't think anyone would be upset about that. I certainly wouldn't be. But instead, there was like the weird like shit, and it was especially like the DGG chat shit. 1 second, there's two spitters. You fucking long range zombie battle, Jesus. Oh god. God damn. And there's another spitter back there. I know it. Oh, I guess not. I guess he ran away. I was hoping that there would be something that I could respawn you in, but I guess that.
First aid here. Healing.
Protect me. Man, that's so aggravating. 1 sec. Okay.
Reacting to this are going to be very disappointed,
I have not
and I'm sure they'll have their
mice.
own conspiratorial reasons for why I'm saying what I am saying.
His friends have all disavowed him. His podcast host says he told his wife to leave him.
I'll say this also. I think Steven was a f***ing really shitty husband to Melina, okay? I'm coming out here saying it right now. I don't think Steve would deny it either, but it's not good the way that he was. Like, I talked with Melina a lot of times, and she was crying and miserable and everything else, and Steve would say, what do you want me to say? I'm a selfish mother.
What do you want me to
that's
say?
Why I'm in the
I know I'm
relationship that
cheating.
in. He was like,
I know it's bad.
What should I do?
What do you want me to say? Cheating is bad. I get it. Can I please just breathe for like a second? I desperately need to... Are you kidding me? I desperately just need to heal for like just a second. It's not gonna happen, is it?
Of course not.
Meanwhile, Els has fucking like almost 100 health. I'm dead. I'm going down. This game sucks.
Game sucks.
Should I leave? And I'll tell you this, I never was like, I was never like, no, you should stay and make things out. I told her multiple times, like, listen, if you feel like this is an abusive relationship, get the f out of there immediately.
Acting like he's betrayed because nobody reached out to him.
I want to write up a list of all the people, actually, hold on. Because there were some people that messaged me to like figure out like what was actually going on before they kind of decided to do all this like crazy public stuff about it. I just want to read off a list of those people. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, and that's all of them. That was a little bit shocking as well, but okay.
So I reached out, confronting him, asking him pointed questions, and his answers were disappointing. So much so it made me wonder why he would want anyone to reach out at all. His enemies would use all of this to take victory laps on Destiny.
First of all, okay, I would say that I'm pretty confident that everyone who was featured in these videos also sent videos of them and other people as well. But nobody talks about that.
Okay. Classic, I just made up a no you defense, but that's cool.
Hassan is getting a W over the guy who was trying to get him banned for the past 3 months. Painful. Destiny would throw away all of his credibility because he wanted to goon. This is the sort of video I finish and I just want to shake my head in disappointment. I need Z-Biotic pre-alcohol to get through this.
Oh my god.
Really, we all have busy lives. We
What a
can't waste
fucking
today stuck
crazy
inside
fucking-
sitting on the couch because we had a couple drinks the night before. Pre-alcohol is the first genetically engineered probiotic. It was designed by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. When you drink alcohol, it gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to drink this probiotic before drinking alcohol, drink responsibly, and get a good night's sleep to feel your best tomorrow. Me and my dad just went on a father-son vacation, drank one of these, hit a punching bag, might have broke my hand, but hey, he's the one who was sleeping until 9 while I got up and went on a 3-mile run. So who's the real dummy? Not me. What I know is that it works, and they plan on coming out with all sorts of products that have nothing to do with alcohol. So if you want to stay in the loop, go to zbiotics.com/WillyMac or scan the QR code right now if you want 15% off when using code WillyMac at checkout. And it's backed with a 100% money back guarantee if you're unsatisfied for any reason. That's how confident they are in their product. Thank you Z-Biotics for sponsoring this video. For background information, all these leaks are coming from a 19-year-old girl named Rose is Coming.
That kind of shit is literally f***ing disgusting. That he would try to trap a little girl and I don't want to be presumptuous. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if this upsets you because you're 19, or I'm sorry if this upsets you because you're 22 or something, right? Or if you're some legal guy or whatever, you know? When you're 19, you're a little kid, okay? Now, if you're 22, a 19-year-old's not a kid to you, okay? I'm 29. A 19-year-old might as well be a 15-year-old to me. It's all the fucking same, dude.
Well, now he's 36 and still talking to 19-year-olds. This Rose person rather get hacked or leaked the videos herself. We still don't know for sure. And all of these people's most embarrassing moments are now cemented online. Now, it's worth noting that Destiny didn't share these images because he wanted to embarrass anyone. He was trying to goon with Rose.
Just because of some legal age of consent, whatever bullshit, I have about as much in common with like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old freshman in school as I would a fucking sophomore in high school. Any type of inclination towards any of those people is really
weird.
I'm listening to clips of Destiny from last year defending himself from women saying that he's secretly recording them.
Lauren keeps like typing messages that make it sound like I'm secretly recording people having sex. That's what it sounds like.
And then, oh look, what am I seeing on Twitter? This girl named Sherry saying Destiny secretly recorded her and shared it with people. One of the leaked DMs is Destiny showing audio of a dude he hooked up with, saying this just ended with him finishing. Again, audio's scuffed because my phone was in my pocket. It was in your pocket? Was it there because he didn't know you were recording? This guy did an entire arc arguing with red pillars on boundaries with his wife and how you should treat women. These videos were not shared with consent. One of the victims was Pixie, who heavily trusted Destiny. She described herself as extremely sexually inexperienced and sheltered. I had multiple long conversations regarding consent and boundaries with Destiny. Has all of these conversations about consent and boundaries and then does this without consent. Amazing. The fact that Destiny didn't maliciously share these videos might matter legally. That will have to be determined, but it doesn't really matter for the victims, now does it? Their nudes are out there for their parents, employers, and friends to see. The leaks happened in November. By the end of December, Kiwi Farms, as well as many other creators, knew who the participants were. There were group chats talking about it. The most prominent victim in this story, Pixie, confronted Destiny about sharing her nudes without consent. I'm super sorry, there's literally zero excuses. In DMs, Aaron wrote to Destiny, you didn't leak it maliciously, you distributed it non-consensually. Yeah, I know, I have severely damaged her. Confirming yes, he did do this, making him come off like a complete fraud. He has hours of content telling people how to live their lives, that they have no moral standards. Meanwhile, he's going on trips to Israel with his friend Lonerbox, while pocketing nudes of a girl he was having a thing with. There's a video of Pixie's dad thanking Destiny for being a good friend.
First of all, many thanks for being a friend to my daughter.
Yeah, no problem.
She doesn't have any friends.
That's not true. You're
No,
so
she has a
mean.
shit ton of friends.
Okay.
But she appreciates your friendship.
Cool.
And I appreciate that.
That's so
that you
fucking
are
bad,
friends.
dude.
Thanks. Well, I try my best. I'm a friendly person, you know.
Bruh, this is painful to watch.
That
Pixie is talking to
fucking
Kyla here.
painful to
They're
watch,
friends,
dude.
but Kyla
That's
is a conflict of
fucking so
interest. Her and her husband
rough.
moved from Canada to work with Destiny. They uprooted their whole lives for this. Pixie emphasizes, Steven has to face the consequences proportional to his actions. I want this to be the most expensive mistake of his life. I'm essentially asking him to punish himself in a way I don't think he will or agree with without the law getting involved. I don't have a dollar amount from the top of my head. It just has to be enough for the rest of his life. If he thinks of the word nude, he associates it with the amount of money he lost. $1 million is a price that gets thrown
It's
around
such a
in later
good
DMs,
fucking
and upon reading that, me and a lot of other people initially laughed, but then I thought about it. If somebody leaked my nudes, I would want their head. I can't have that, so $1 million from a millionaire sounds fair enough. Kyla then starts to look like she's protecting Destiny in these messages. It wasn't clear to me before that this is what you wanted specifically. My understanding is it was more of a sense of rehabilitation. Now, this was only one leak. You know how many times he's probably shared these nudes and not gotten caught? But Kyla's like, Pixie, you don't understand. He's super sorry. In an interview Kyla gave Tom, it comes off as her looking out for Destiny.
Just to me, like, recording somebody and then without their knowledge and leaking it is like a full-on, like it's a pretty like sexually invasive crime.
Which one?
Leaking somebody's nudes, I think, is also really bad. To be clear, I think it is really bad. But the issue is that I think it's fundamentally just a more common issue that people do. It's definitely, in my experience, not the first time that somebody has like leaked nudes. I think it's not okay. Like when you hear about like guys like showing other guys like tits that some girls shunt her, like I think it's gross, and there's a reason I don't look at
I mean that's I agree it's less severe, but you know,
So
this isn't this isn't a bunch of
Yeah, and that's one thing that a lot of people are defending Destiny with is. Oh, you're healing and grabbing that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Go for it. It's the fact that Destiny had it's the everything plus the action. It's the like moral high horsing, and then plus the fact that it's like recent, it's sustained, it's constant, and it's like negatively affecting people like close to him, negatively affecting the things that he's working on for like a greater cause. It's negatively affecting like every relationship the guy's ever had, and then he wants to he wants to fucking like tell people that he's like a moral authority on things. It's just like, you can't do that, right? And I've actually been curious to what? Are you kidding me? Well, at least there's a piece of
Unpack.
She's dead, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if Destiny got deported to Cuba, he would be killed. He's too capitalist. How ironic. After all those Cubano smears that people threw at him. Erudite is being unfairly smeared. Yeah, no, I was gonna say I feel like Erudite was put in the absolute worst position of anybody in this situation, like except for the victim, obviously. Soy. But like in terms of the people that Destiny over that wasn't like directly in the leaks, it was Erudite, because she unpacked her entire life, packed it up, and moved across international borders to be in America to run a podcast with this guy, and then he like turns out to like do something that goes against the entire value system that they had built the business around. Like it's just bad. Oh, fuck, we have to save Ellis. Yeah, the Ghislaine Maxwell shit is like pretty bullshit. Why are you down? How did you go down?
I was healing.
You idiot. Okay, we're gonna keep going.
A bunch of high schoolers, right? This is a 35-year-old guy who's doing this.
Sure, but the law and morals are different, right?
Boys will be boys is a crazy statement coming from someone whose last video is about feminism. She's like, only if Destiny does the worst thing possible will it matter to me.
The way I'm getting painted here is like
I'm down.
Really, really far from the truth, and I don't really know why.
You look like Ghislaine Maxwell.
I know.
Brutal. She says that Steven showed accountability and a step-by-step plan on how he was going to correct all of this.
Basically, the moment that I saw like remorsefulness, accountability, and like a step-by-step plan of like how he was going to correct the issue, that's when I was like, okay, I can still work with this person, because it's like the try and the accountability that matters to me.
What was his plan? Because all I saw was Destiny blaming his actions on being off of Vyvanse. Apparently, if he's off of his meds, he doesn't have to respect people's privacy. Interesting
We just gotta go.
I want to point out that Pixie stands by that Kylo was being a good friend, despite how she comes off. It's worth acknowledging that. When this story hit the wider public, Destiny gave a statement on Reddit. He titled it Legal Arc Beginning in Mysterious Ways. Such wow. Which shows how unserious he is about this whole thing. Like, what if he gets criminally convicted? Will he label that as prison arc? He says he had no intention of these images or videos leaking, and that he hasn't spoken up for the following reasons. He was going to pursue litigation, most likely against the hacker and sites hosting the leaks, and that he didn't want to bring publicity to the material. 3. I've been trying to move on from covering drama content, as it has had an increasingly negative impact on those in my life. You want to move on? Now that the drama's about you, it's not fun anymore? People always act like they're above covering drama when they become the subject matter. 4. One person involved has expressed suicidal thoughts in relation to the matter, and I did not want to exacerbate the situation by talking about it publicly. Now that's a nice sentiment, but it's already all out there. The real reason he's quiet is because it's going through litigation. I can't help but roll my eyes when I read parts of this. I increasingly felt uncomfortable by the language being used regarding to financial punishment and wanting to teach me a lesson, along with constant references to the precariousness of someone's mental health. You're being punished. It's not supposed to be comfortable. You know it's bad when the top comment is, I wish my streamer watched horse porn instead.
I want to f a woman.
To be fair, Destiny has been avoiding drama mostly way before this, Willie. On and off, yeah, but like you can't, like, Willie is right. Like, I'm sorry, like as much as, why would anyone pick up the fucking... Here, I'll get this. I'll try something here. You gotta take a break?
Yeah.
How long of a break?
From video game.
I'm here. Let's go.
Just want to chill for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then we can do this, and we can do this.
As a horse.
I can't believe Destiny. I wish my streamer watched horse porn instead.
I want to f a woman as a horse.
I can't believe Destiny gave this guy a W. And his return stream wasn't any better, using the same song Dr. Disrespect came back with. Destiny's response isn't great. He's since banned all the alleged victims from his community. He said, bro, if I need to go on the sex offender list, I'm taking 20 other streamers with me. Okay, lol W. Who are these 20 other streamers? Is there a Google Drive where perverts on Twitch upload other people's nudes? I repeat, how long has this been going on for? How sorry could he be? Not very if he's been covering for 20 other streamers doing the same thing. But then I'm seeing Destiny's co-host Dan on one hand disavowing Destiny for what he did, and then on the other hand threatening acquaintances.
If you're one of my coworkers out there and you're making your little bit of a strong statement about how much you condemn Destiny and everything else, you better not let me find you doing something else and signing some other bullshit off for someone else or you know, being weak. Because if that's going to be the case, either be all the way in or all the way out. Okay, that's all I'm going to tell you. All these half in the door motherfuckers, too much of a pussy to do anything else. Like, I get it, fine. If you're a content creator, you rely on this for your life, then fine. Then f off. Then say that Destiny's a pervert, all that type of shit, and go away forever. And that's what you should do. And f off permanently. Same front there. I will say that I think that Steve has changed a lot, especially over the last year, where he is not like that type of person.
But the like, man, you know, who's come us very desperate. Gas. I feel like you're like a little bit too defensive of Destiny on this. Like, I'm sorry. I feel like there might be like some hyperbolic level of content making on Destiny that's totally possible with JStalk or JSTLK or whatever the fuck. But like at the end of the day, it's real shit what Destiny did. It is very bad. And I feel like I can understand and respect Dan's position here. He's Destiny's ride or die. He's not going to fucking, I mean, JStalk, because all he does is can't speak. All he tweets about is Destiny. Well, yeah, but like, I don't think it comes off as desperate. I think it comes off like he's like the exact person that I would expect to be doing that. Not because he's obsessed or anything like that, but because he's from the DGG community. He was like friendly or friends with Destiny. And then all of their friends that are mutual friends of each other are either victims or supporters of the victims, like directly. He's clout hungry. You know what? I will say this about JStalk. I do not get that vibe from him. I think that there's a lot of other things that he would do if he was like just clout hungry. We can disagree. Yeah, okay.
Anymore. You guys don't you don't see it because you don't know who he is.
People don't want to hear about how much he's changed when this has all just happened.
But if you think that you're going to say a strong statement, say that you're not with him right now, and come back in 2 months, fuck you, is what I have to say. You're worse than anyone. You're definitely worse than me. At least I'm honest about the situation. I've known the dude for 15 years. I can say that what he did was fucked up. He knows what he did was fucked up. He knows that he has to change, and he knows he's going to have consequences for it. But for you, you're just a fucking weasel. All these motherfuckers that did this whole all the way in, all the way out. Any of these motherfuckers try to come back in after they've done their little strong weasel statement doing it, that noise.
How do you know he's changed, Dan? Did you know he was doing this? It's such an odd statement. How is Dan playing both sides this hard? So unless you stand by Destiny, you can't ever engage with him again. It's about to be a very lonely career. Abba called out Destiny, pointing out that this was always where his lifestyle was going to lead, and says that he has no respect for anyone he's intimate with.
I think that people look at some of the standard markers for trouble and they, for some reason, project a ton of stuff onto me, but I think I'm living like one of the healthiest, fullest lives that I possibly could be.
You know, constantly having poor relationships with women over a long period of time, or in other situations, STDs, different things like that. Eventually that hedonism comes back to bite them in the life, and they also recognize they could have been investing that time a lot better.
Right. No, shut up, Melina, shut up, let him talk. What do you mean, constantly?
Hold on.
Anything you do in life that's going to increase like your ability to like have fun or do like crazy stuff or whatever is always going to carry with it like the risk of death, right?
Absolutely.
Like you have no chance of dying by falling out of a plane unless you go skydiving, but that's not an argument because it's never skydiving.
But it is an argument against maybe skydiving 1,000 times if you don't want to die that way.
Well, if you want to skydive 1,000 times, then fucking skydive 1,000 times. Like, what's wrong? Damn, what happened to all the self-empowerment?
that you guys were talking about earlier. If your lifestyle choices are like, damn, I would never want to deal with like a crazy girl or anything like that, that's totally valid. I think that's totally fine. I accept that that's probably true for most people. But like, I'm okay with the trade-off on that for like all the benefits that I get. I like f***ing a lot of people. I like traveling a lot. I like doing drugs. I like my stream shit. That's like super fun for me. To be like, well, doesn't bad stuff happen sometimes so you shouldn't do it? That doesn't compute to me.
Or others, because I think the main thing with this is you have to think about the activity. The activity involves hurting others. Like,
did you say something? Hello? Oh, Dylan is muted. Got it.
Even Destiny, as good as he is at what he does, probably can admit he's broken a lot of hearts, he's disappointed a lot of women, he's made a lot of people upset. It's not just how he feels about it. When you involve other people in this kind of pursuit of pleasure, other people get hurt as well. I stand by what I said at the beginning. I don't feel bad for Steven whatsoever because he knew what he was getting into. He was brazen about it. When he was warned, when he said, hey, this is a bad idea, this is a bad lifestyle, he said, I don't care, I want to have fun. It's fun for me. That's why I like these mentally ill women.
He's had this public view for years, but guys...
I haven't actually seen... I haven't seen the ABBA video on Destiny. What the f*** is this? Let's see. Adolf X Hitler account. Adolf Hitler X account has an official government verification check mark. Jesus. Why? Why is I hope that's not real.
Dan and Kylo says he's changed in the past month.
If you're currently hanging out with like a streamer that does like denial all day, every day, or that has someone on a DUI or something along those lines, like it's gonna be once we find that out, I think that's like gonna be kind of a rough one to be like why you threw someone under the bus just for clout.
Such a weird threat to throw out there to try and keep people in line. Well, I've hung out with a person who got a DUI, Dan. What are you gonna do about it? So I reached out to Destiny for some clarification. There's no point in even reading them to you because he copy and pasted the same response to every question, that he doesn't want to comment farther until he's past litigation. He clarifies, I'm aware that these answers are super unsatisfying, and it sucks it looks super guilty for me to respond this way. And even this might be saying too much, but any statement that I make could become part of a record for any court case, for any number of things that are foreseen and unforeseen to me right now. And there's a possibility that I say something that feels true, but ends up not being true in the future. He then gives an example on how seemingly throwaway comments can lead to big consequences in court. He's right, because honestly, what is he supposed to do? Incriminate himself? He's going to let the legal process play out. So I asked Destiny if there was any false narratives being pushed, and if there was anything he wanted me to say that wasn't already public. He replied with people validating prior individuals who are insane, despite there being no evidence to validate.
Yeah, of course. There are a ton of different vulture communities who have zero concern for any of the negatively affected parties who are just looking to try and destroy me or farm content. For some reason, people think that prior individuals who are absolutely insane have been somehow been validated, despite the fact that there still isn't anything validating any of their crazy conspiratorial nonsense. True to an extent, I will say that. I would agree with that, but like, I don't think that it's to the degree that it would absolve him of anything. Yeah, Lav and Mr. Girl.
Validate them is crazy conspiratorial nonsense. I assume he's talking about Mr. Girl's document where he lists every girl who has ever had a problem with Destiny. Destiny continues, there's obviously multiple affected parties, but it's rich that all of these people who cry about cancel culture and innocent until proven guilty have no problems making the most insane assumptions about a man and have no problem engaging with people who are insanely toxic when it comes to male victims of any kind of weird sexual shit. He defended himself a bit more on Twitter against Nick, saying I didn't admit to anything. Meanwhile, you can just...
What Destiny shouldn't have done is said anything. If he had just like shut the f up, you know, what's the old meme? It's shut the f up Friday.
Mark and Craig, Pop Brothers at Law. We've been warning people, if you are working for an unlicensed dispensary, an illegal dispensary, and it gets raided, you need to shut the f up. If you shut the f up, you have a good chance that we can make the case go away. Case in point, 3 employees of an illegal shop were busted during a raid. 2 of them said, oh, I'm just volunteering here. The third guy shut the f up, and the DA did not prosecute the guy who shut the f up. They can't prove what you were doing there. If you're a customer, patient, you walked in to go to the bathroom, they don't know. You got to shut the f up, and it's shut the f up Friday. So review the script. What do you say when the cop first pulls you over?
Why'd you pull me over?
And when he keeps asking questions?
Not discussing my day.
And they ask more questions?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
And if detained, what do you say?
I invoke the 5th.
And then what do? You
You shut the up.
Shut the up, Friday. Never answer questions when the cops ask.
Have safe holidays.
It's shut the up Friday. You just shut the up. If he had shut, like, unironically, I could be a Desi defender if he just shut the up. Like, listen, he has the legal shit. He can't comment on it. It seems, like we should let him comment on things. Like he might have. Actually, I don't know if that would have helped, because the fact that more has come out about him, like, still doing this as early as January 9th shows that he actually he hadn't changed, like, literally one bit. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, this motherfucker does need to suffer some. He needs to suffer some, like, actual repercussions for his actions. Because, like, he obviously didn't actually feel bad enough when Pixie was, like, very obviously upset and, like, suicidal over it. He was still sending them out for goon material for random e-girls. Just like January 9th, I think the date on the logs were. Just unfucking believable. This meme is also good.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can be used against you, and you always have the right to have a lawyer present with you at any time you are questioned. Do you understand that, Mr. Jackson? You have to speak out loud, sir.
You just told me to remain silent.
I said you have the right to remain silent. Absolutely, you're correct. But do you understand those rights? All right, let the court acknowledge that the gentleman is nodding his head up and down, which would, in a thumbs up, which would indicate that he understands. You have the right.
It's okay, you know what? I respect it.
Read the messages where Destiny says, yeah, I know. I've damaged her severely. Nobody cares about you being the victim because you caused all of this. There is no expectation for Kiwi Farms being the good guy. They have the leaks because you shared them with Rose. He goes on to say that people named Lav and Kelly Jean have been distributing his nudes, revenge porn in the literal truest sense. How many crazy women are part of this guy's life? At what point can I victim blame him? Ryan Beard's
True. How many times do you have to be victimized by crazy women that you fucking like, again, like, how many times do we have to feel bad for you for, like, crazy women in your life when you say that you're into crazy women in your life, and then, like, crazy women in your life do things, and then you think that, like, actually the crazy women in your life didn't even do anything. You were the bad one here. We can't let the framing like that happen. Like, he's the bad guy. He did the bad thing. And he just needs to, like, take ownership for that. The fact that he's in litigation, there is something to be said for. It sucks that he's in litigation. He can't really respond, but at the same time, motherfucker, you really f***ed up. I'm sorry, and I guess the behavior's still there. The behavior is still there. Fuck him. Like, he's done really horrible things.
telling a story about how some girl named Anna is stalking.
Again, like, this, like I said, like, multiple times before, like, this doesn't affect, like, my opinion on his, like, politics per se, right? Unless it has to do with anything, like, regarding treatment of women. I guess that might, like, it might color my opinions of how he speaks about that in the future. But, like, broadly speaking, like, he's, like, very dim coded. I'm not gonna, like, instantly disagree with anything that he says politically, but, like, damn, in terms of, like, ever suggesting him as a political, person to listen to when they might be exposed to some of the other shit that he said. Yeah. We're not forgiving Anna. I thought that even Destiny said to forgive Anna, like, a while ago. I thought we were over the hating Anna.
You and your solution.
What if Steven... One second. Gets away with a lawsuit and wins, then good for him. He still needs to, like, give a statement on everything that, like, once all the legal process is borne out, like, it would take, like, I think I said something along the lines of this on Twitter. Like, it would take, like, the platonic ideal of a response to this sort of thing for it to be okay. Like, it's really, like, quite bad in terms of his reputation. Destiny's inability to have a stable relationship was always sus to me. Yeah, like it's like I on one hand, like I'm all for people living their best life, rah rah, go and do your weird gooner shit with your wife or whatever. But like also, if it's negatively affecting your life in this way, like on a regular basis, you need to like rethink a lot about how you live your life. In my opinion,
was to sext her.
He did stalk me.
That she locked. Okay, then why are you sexting with her still?
We're cool. We've been cool for a year, Max.
Okay, so you acknowledge that you've been sexting with her for a year.
Yeah, we've had on and off, sure. Max, can you acknowledge that I haven't said anything bad about her for a year? I've said we've been fine. I've said that over.
The last time I talked to you about her, like 2 weeks ago or 16 days ago or something, you said that she locked you in the basement of her mind, and it was a traumatic experience for you. Locked you in the basement of her
in
mind.
the past. In the past, Max.
Oh, okay.
Why? Tell me, Max. Why hasn't Anna come forward with any of this information now? Can you?
I love the God. I love the fucking rapist v rapist violence. Oh my God, dude! Just like unstoppable, like rapist vibes in this call, arguing over who's the worst rapist. Vosh's lolly scandal seemed pretty mild compared to this. I mean, like. And I don't think it should have. It's just more, I guess it's more expected from Vosh, which isn't probably a good thing in his favor. 1 second. 36. 64. Yeah, like Vosh's lolly scandal should have been probably a little bit worse for him. Like that, like I do think that that's a pretty bad thing to, like, be involved in, is all that Lolita stuff, that lolicon. Sure ain't, it don't sit right with me, but yeah, I guess it's just like you expect Vosh to be into lolly, so I guess it was less shocking. But like for Destiny, like this was like so much of his personality was to be like not that guy. You know, so it is more shocking. It's more so that's why most of the criticism was just hypocrisy. I don't know if it is. I feel like I don't know anyone who's like super chill with lolicon. 1 second, let me mop this up. Sir, you're standing in the muck.
Can you tell me, or do you want me to tell everybody why?
I don't want to speak on her behalf.
Okay, I will. It's because she said she literally wants to remain friends with me.
He had his whole community feeling bad for him being stalked as he was doing this. There are parts of streams where he's condemning people for sharing nudes non-consensually.
Yeah, you know, me and Melina have problems, but I don't think I f***ed up at all in this. I'm not running around screen sharing people's nudes.
Bro, this shows that he knows this was bad. He was using this to expose someone. The embarrassing part about this drama isn't that a video leaked of Destiny sucking an Oscar Mayer, it's that he's thrown away his credibility. He comes off like a fraud. We did speak in an off-the-record voice call. It was not recorded, and he was giving off the vibe that things might not be what they seem, but because of litigation, I couldn't know what he was referring to. I certainly couldn't just blindly believe him. You look at his social media, and he's memeing about the whole thing, posting himself dressed as Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, Danny Kyler, you're right. Destiny's told.
And then that, yeah, dude, like, man, there's like, maybe it's fan behavior. All right, there's a hope in every DGGer who is upset with Destiny over this. There's a hope, an ever like dying ember, choking out. Sorry, I just keep on adding shit. Hoping for like something good to happen here, but like I don't think it is. You know, it's just like the community is all the people that I like know in the community were like pretty appalled at this, and then the only people that I see still positively interacting in the community are like ultra like, you know, like tongue on balls Destiny shit all the time. My take is he'll survive. Oh yeah, I don't think that his career is over, just his career as we know it right now, you know. Like he's not doing anything with the DNC. All the political stuff is on pause. He's just doing content now. Oh shit. Hello? What's up? Oh, I'll go get him. Okay, give me 1 sec. Alright, bye. Uh-oh, the cat's being bad out there. 1 second. Pause. You're gonna want to be in here, then you're gonna want to leave. Move, Kurt. What is it, cat? Why do you want to be in here? Bite it to show dominance? Absolutely not. Alright. Say hi to Kurt, everybody. Got anything to say to them, Kurt? No? Okay. There you go. Go on. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can finish this
Fully
video.
rehabilitated and remorseful over this whole thing. It's very obvious. So is Destiny's career over because of this? Well, if Tim Pool can frame himself as a patriot while secretly taking Russian money, Vosh can say Lolly makes you a pedo while having a folder full of Lolly, Hassan can frame himself as more credible than the media while reporting every story wrong, and Tyler Oliveira can pretend to be a journalist while just making up stories on the spot, then why
True.
wouldn't Destiny recover from this? Let's be honest, the real punishment is Hassan will bring this up every chance he gets.
I can't believe that there are still Destiny fans in here. He kind of made you, though. Why you so ungrateful he brought you in? No. Why not just talk it out, bro? He was your friend at one point. Dude, I don't know if you understand. We're having a conversation about this dude serially making sex tapes of the people he sometimes consensually and sometimes non-consensually records and is unconsensually sending to other people that he wants to fuck. And you're like, why don't you become friends with that guy again? I don't know, because he's gross.
And Hassan is totally right. You know how hard that is to say? Again, if you're a left-leaning political viewer, your options are cooked. But seriously, it seems like if you have a political audience, you could...
Yeah, I know. Like, Hassan has no moral high ground to stand on, but like here he is getting W's on Destiny. Like that's the other bitter pill the DGGer has to swallow, is that Hassan gets to speak and have a point. How disappointing. Jesus Christ. All right, hit enter to end the day. Good.
Get away with anything. You have Joe Biden's millionaire drug-fueled son getting pardoned after he said he wouldn't do it, and Donald Trump, our current sitting president, was part of an electoral scheme. But no, this is when political audiences finally take a stand. Sure, these audiences will excuse everything because they think the ends justifies the means. Hearing Lonerbox lay out his 2025 aspirations is hilarious until you realize how true it is.
I look forward to some time coming back when I can like brand myself as the only remaining political streamer who doesn't have doesn't have sex scandals and doesn't support terrorists. For some reason, it's always one or the other.
They're very musical people.
Are you being serious?
Dog, what do you... Look! You think I made this?
This isn't music. I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shoot. This isn't a music video, Hassan.
No, it is. They do musicals about, like, their actions all the time.
Yeah, they're militarized action.
When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was, like, short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Short stack,
like the way, like, goblins get drawn in porn.
Niggas press their luck in, they get a butt straight up the raw dog with the rat.
Destiny was objectively wrong for this and deserves all of the backlash. I think it's important to acknowledge that the people who exposed this story were not looking out for the victims at all. In fact, they were actively working against their best interests. In comes President Sunday and Beckett. Neither of these people had direct contact with Destiny, Kyla, Pixie, or anyone else involved in this story. They never even tried to reach out, yet they were the ones who posted videos outing the whole thing.
Also, can I please, like, am I crazy for, again, thinking that it's, like, strangely racist for him to say that they're a musical people? Is that not like a strangely racist thing to say about like a group of people, like an ethnic group? Like, I feel like I don't ever hear someone say that, but like it feels so wrong. It feels off. The vibe is off when it comes to that. Like, I don't know, dude. Why racist? Because like, isn't it a racial stereotype that like black people are a musical people? Like that's like a whole like scientific racist thing from back in the day. Yeah, he views them like noble savages. Yeah, like it's such a weirdly, like it feels like something that you'd hear from like some like 19th century British anthropologist talking about like the skull shapes and shit. Well cultured musically. Yeah. Yeah, it feels so wrong. It feels racist. It feels something feels off, okay? I mean, white people everybody can be musical. Everybody's musical. I don't One second, let me keep on boosting this guy because I do not like stocking my own shelves. That's a joke. I can't tell. Some people are like that, okay? Some people unironically are like that.
The only information they have comes from Aaron leaking all of Pixie's messages. They are only working with second-hand information. In Sunday's video, he says Pixie's silence was bought in exchange for Destiny paying for her law school, leaving all the other victims out to dry.
Pixie has since said nothing publicly. There has been no evidence of legal proceedings being pursued, and she has seemingly ceased communications with the people she was previously working with, instead posting on X about taking the LSAT in pursuit of law school. It appears as though her attempt to extort Destiny has probably paid off, albeit at the expense of every other person Destiny has victimized in the past and will victimize in the future.
His evidence for this is a single tweet of her saying she took the LSAT, as if you could just sign up and pass this test within a month. So at this point, my mind was blown that someone would out a victim for a 100K view video while the victim was still discussing their options, and then determined their silence was bought over a tweet. No need to confirm anything. So I reached out to Pixie to try and confirm if she ever talked to Sunday or Beckett about this. Pixie has pursued litigation against Destiny. However, she did let Lonerbox, who she's dating, provide some details.
Did President Sunday reach out to Pixie one time to see if he could go live with this video or to confirm that the draft was canceled or anything like that?
No, he didn't.
It is so incredibly selfish of Sunday and Beckett to insert themselves into a situation where they take agency away from Pixie. Because one, she's pursuing legal action, and you guys making this public gives Destiny ample time to delete evidence, while Pixie's team was still building their case. I know I look smart enough to come up with that point myself. I'm not, so take that how you will. 4 days before Sunday released his video, he had a conversation with Nick acknowledging that Pixie was suicidal over this leaking.
All I'm getting from this is she's really not going to want this to be public. She wants to hurt Steven, but she doesn't want this to be known that she's done this and this is her.
Yeah.
And she desperately doesn't want her family to know. And if I cover it, there's a good chance they will find out.
Oh, 100%. Why do you think I haven't covered this at all? Like that's my principal issue.
Yeah, that's
here's the thing. If anything happens to Pixie in the foreseeable future,
it all drops.
Well, he will actually be destroyed then. That will be insurmountable. Not destroyed. He'll have his channel. He'll have his audience. But there will be no
politics.
The media company dream will not be a thing. So
it sounds like he's getting excited over the idea of Pixie killing herself and it ending Destiny's career. This dude sounds like a psychopath. In fact, during his call with Nick, he gives a hypothetical saying as much.
Here's the thing. Let's assume I was a psychopath, and I'm not. Okay, somebody
and I'm not.
saying these things would be enough to deter me. Let's assume I was a psychopath. Let's assume I publish this.
President Sunday talks with Nick. They both agree that going live without the victim's consent is a bad idea, and President Sunday does it anyway. Actual psychopath behavior. President Sunday's justification for this was that Pixie was engaging in extortion against Destiny.
Fortunately, Pixie did the worst thing that someone in her position could do. Rather than seek legal recourse or make a public statement denouncing the violation of her consent and dignity that these leaks represented, she seems to have ultimately chosen to try and profit from the situation by extorting Destiny.
I don't understand how Pixie discussing what her next step is or what the correct form of punishment should be equaling extortion, because that's how most civil cases start. Destiny even says in his statement on Reddit that Pixie at no point made a specific or explicit request for compensation. So I asked President Sunday, did you talk to a lawyer or is this just your layman interpretation of the law? Because let's be real, I don't think there's any way she gets charged for this. President Sunday says, yes, I spoke with lawyers I know. You know what their answer was? Obviously. I asked, can you link me to the statement from the lawyer you spoke with, saying these DMs count as extortion? And he says they were IRL conversations, so no.
Back?
So I asked who the lawyer was because I would love to confirm this.
I was gonna ask if you want, how is it possible for me to share desktop audio and Supermarket Simulator with you?
Those would be the same thing.
Wait, hold on, fuck. So just share the window?
Screen should be the audio device.
Yeah, but that'll get the...
Your...
Because I'm watching something too.
Right. Screen. Like sharing a screen.
Yeah.
Should be...
Desktop audio?
The audio device. But it like depends on your output device that you're using on Discord. I think. As long as they're the same device. I'm pretty sure.
Buy self-checkout, dude? Are they worth it? I didn't know if they were worth it or not. Here, tell me if you can hear the video.
And he replies, "It's someone I know. Go find your own lawyer." It's
No?
Wait. Play.
so obvious to me that he's lying. You're telling me that you talked to a lawyer.
I had it muted earlier.
Oh, so try it again? Oh, wait. Hold on. I just realized something.
While playing Left 4 Dead.
Lawyer, but didn't get any on-the-record statement for your video? Sure. To confirm it.
Nice. Gotta carry a GAT. They're a bit better than the normal checkout because you only have to help out with every other customer. I'll think about it.
Even farther, President Sunday did a stream leaking all of our DMs. His editor Kilo came forward exposing that President Sunday never talked.
Oh, let me give you a tour of the upgraded store. One second, I gotta take out the trash.
Yeah.
So
Where's
I've
your
got
boxes?
my boxes. I had to get rid of them.
Why?
It was making my life a little bit difficult. Not gonna lie. Fuck. Anyways, so yeah, we got coffee and tea and shit. We got milk and cheese and eggs and water bottles in a freezer and shit, dude. We got 2 checkouts. I boosted my boy. Give him $3. He'll move way faster. And then I got a dude that just like goes and he just like restocks on a constant basis. Wait, no, I didn't want this. No, you're good. Oh yeah, this is my storage room. I got like tall storage containers and shit, dude.
Efficiency.
It's all about the efficiency. That's what makes the game so good. All right, I linked that video. I will click on other videos in just a second. 42, 62.
Talk to a lawyer.
He claims he's consulted lawyers about this. Originally, he told me, Kilo, you're not a lawyer. I was raised by one and took law courses in university. But then when he was talking to Aiko, she asked if he spoke to lawyers, and he said, I spoke to people who know lawyers.
Who did you speak to?
Several people I can't name, but just
lawyers,
trust me on this.
Lawyers.
People who know lawyers.
But then when he was talking with WillyMac,
wait, I didn't hear. I've never heard that. It went from, yeah, I talked to lawyers. Well, I can't tell you who, but listen, they're people that know lawyers. Bro, no, listen. You definitely have cancer. I know someone who knows an oncologist. And they definitely say it's definitely cancer. One second. 41:15. God, this game is so peaceful.
he said he spoke directly to
I have
lawyers,
500 hours
but won't
in
mention
Days
who.
Eternity.
So Sunday is just lying. Lying to make the victim seem like a bad guy so he doesn't look insane for making his video.
Beckett of Krabs, myself, and President Sunday sat down to present evidence, put together a timeline, and establish what the mission of the project was. I was a little anxious, but also excited to learn what President Sunday had, and I wanted to find out what the justification was for coming out with the story, the nuke. But we started the meeting, and after only about 10 minutes, I interjected. Sunday didn't.
I think that the thing that's like so ultimately egregious is the fact that it's for the same reasons that like Destiny being outed for doing these things, like Sunday, who claims to be like Mr. Politics, political science, philosophy man with a deep voice and the egghead and all that shit, like who doesn't care about the drama and just cares about the principle of things, and then he like goes and just like does fucking like drama slop constantly. God damn, is he constantly fighting with people? Like, people think that I'm excessively mean and aggressive on stream, and sometimes I am, but like, damn, the it's not the cold, calculated, like, attempted destruction of someone's, like, entire being on a, like, fairly regular basis, like Sunday is.
Didn't have a nuke. I'm not even sure Beckett had much of anything. And the only real reason for publishing that was given to me was that because Pixie was supposedly trying to extort Destiny, she was somehow implicated in the cover-up efforts by Destiny and his associates, and therefore had forsaken her right to privacy? Or something like that? I don't know.
Sunday does every stream in front of a wall of books, draws himself sitting on a pile of books. He's so knowledgeable, repeatedly calling me stupid in DMs for asking straightforward questions. Meanwhile, he's comfortable just making things up because he's above saying, I don't know, or I could be in the wrong. The dumbest people I talk to seem to think they're geniuses. Just a pattern I'm recognizing. He's lying about being an intellectual the same way he lied about talking to a lawyer. I'm not convinced he could read Dr. Seuss. He's malicious, he's acted like a psychopath. He outed a victim's story when she was working on the court case, slandered her.
An American citizen who finds themselves a victim of revenge pornography has several valid actions they can take. Let's go over 3. First, they can seek legal recourse. Second, they may make a public statement denouncing the person who leaked the materials and violated their consent. And in fact, this can be done in conjunction with the first option I mentioned. And finally, they can choose to do nothing. They can stay silent and hope that it all blows over. And this is their right. But Pixie did not do any of these.
She was in the middle of doing the first 2 things, and then you robbed her of the third. But yeah, keep acting like the good guy. He's the type of person I hope never becomes a successful YouTuber. If you're a victim, why would you ever want to share your story? He's shown it's going to leak, then
also, like, literally anyone who talked to Sunday about, has ever talked to Sunday about anything that they want to stay in confidence is actually subhumanly retarded, and they deserve everything that they get. Like, love Diorio to death. I do think that he's a good dude. I like Nicholas Diorio. Really, like, big retard move to talk to Sunday and think that that wasn't going to get leaked. Although he kind of anticipated that, he recorded his end too. Cringe take? What part of that is a cringe take? If you talk to Sunday about something that you want to stay secret, you're stupid because he leaks shit on a regular basis. Cringe take, you like Nick? Oh, I like Nick. Yeah, no, he's a good dude. I think he's like honest. Even when he has like even the like occasions where he has a bad take or something that I disagree with, like, he sticks with it. He doesn't like fucking, and you can tell what his take is gonna be on any given thing, right? He's pretty consistent. Can this motherfucker please leave? Jesus Christ, get the out of my store. Get the out of my store, bitch. We need a President Moon Day? Yeah, true. What do you think about all this, Dylan?
Yeah, I mean, really, I think that you have to kind of take a little bit of a step back and then look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of dissect things once you zoom back in, and then you kind of reassess after having gotten a taste of both. Zoom in, zoom out, little bit of best of both worlds. And I got 15 volatile motes.
What the fuck
I can
does that
exchange
mean?
those for arcanes.
Have you had the stream muted again?
There's a stream.
You're so stupid. Okay. I thought you said you could hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it. A little bit.
You don't want to hear it. If you don't want to
I
hear
turned it down a little bit.
Okay. If you're not interested, that's fine. I'll just like speed run going through it and whatever. It's fine. You don't have to find anything that I find interesting. That's fine. That's you were my friend is all.
Oh, well, yeah. So when I start talking about volatile motes, you just completely tune out? Yeah, same thing?
Well, I asked you what the that was, and you didn't respond, did you?
I told
Maybe
you
look
that
at
I
the
could use it
mirror,
for
you
arcane.
stupid bitch.
You weren't listening again.
No,
I
I'm
told
not
you what they
listening
were
to you.
for.
What are they for?
You
What are they
didn't
for?
listen.
What are
I
they
told
for?
you.
Yeah,
You
what are they
exchanged
for?
them for arcanes.
Yeah, and that means what?
Well, arcanes are used to give you additional modifiers for your warframe.
God,
or
you know
weapon.
what? The more you talk, the more it surprises me that you are not a virgin. It is because you talk like a virgin does.
You should see how she talks.
Jesus Christ. That was disgusting.
What?
It's funny
about
as fuck.
nerdier talk?
Oh, fuck.
What did
Do
you think I was talking about?
I need to order like 5 of everything. Me. 1 second, mark it. Order 3.
Yeah, go make your loans in your spreadsheets.
Actually, I don't need any loans. I just paid off my loan, and I still have $2,000.
Oh, that's beast.
Right?
You're not at the behest of any lenders.
No, but I might be in a little bit.
Do your best.
Oh, I didn't hit buy. I have $1,300. I could probably still expand my store. I could probably expand my store. 15 arcanes equals 1 swirly for the nerd. Fuck. You know what I meant.
People you've never talked to are going to publicize it. You will be vilified by them because they don't care about you or your legal case at all. If I had any advice for Sunday, it would be to apologize to Pixie and the victims, not just post a pinned comment half backtracking what you're saying. Also shower, get a haircut, go outside. You aren't mature enough to cover these sort of things if you don't have basic hygiene. The video made by Sunday's former editor details the clown show that was this investigation. It's the most comedic tragedy I've ever watched.
With all due respect, I'm not sure you think you know what you're saying.
Oh, Kilo? Kilo is Sunday's former editor? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
When you say you have to, because when you
I didn't say have to. I didn't.
What? Oh.
Say that you said that. I said you have an expectation, and you said, well, I don't have to do that. And I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm saying there's an expectation that you do this thing. When you're communicating with someone in private, they're expecting that you're not going to show that to other people without asking them first.
Okay, but if they're asleep, they're not expecting, are they?
What is Willie like Asmongold's son?
Yeah. If people are asleep,
That's
they're not
rough.
expecting anything. They're kind of just out, right?
Are you trolling me right now?
No, I'm actually making a serious point.
The conversations he had with his editor are psychotic.
Why the f are you adding extra risks to this? We're already in enough danger as is.
You think we're in danger? I don't think
we are in
anyone's
tremendous danger. So you don't think, for example, if you said something that was able to be effectively spun by someone like Nick DeOrio that managed to get some traction that cast aspersions on my entire channel, that income plummeted so I can't pay you, that doesn't affect you?
It's about me, me, me. How does this affect Sunday? How can I manipulate my editor into staying quiet? I also talked to Beckett, who worked somewhat with Sunday and dropped his video on the same day. Now his wasn't nearly as bad, but he still went forward with the video knowing only secondhand information. Really third hand because he's getting it from Sunday. Recognize you're getting your information secondhand. At any point, did you try to reach out to Pixie?
No. But to be clear, this was a very brief period, a couple of days. I clearly did want to reach out to people. There was actually a conversation where I wanted to reach out to Lonerbox. Because I don't know Pixie.
But why did you reach out to Lonerbox?
I didn't. But but that's partly because of what Loner had just done on the stream. I think that's a mistake, by the way. I'll own that mistake.
And you know what? It sucks because I like Beckett. I think Beckett's a good dude too. But yeah, I think that he f***ed up here, just like tremendously. Like he can't f***ing do that shit. You know, it's just bad. It's just bad. How do I box it up? Let's see. I don't need that right now. I don't think. Yeah, I can get by with putting it over here. Nope, it's not. It's not. It's too. Is it too big or is it just right? You freak. God, that sucks. Doesn't that suck, Dylan?
Yeah, that's a shame.
I just want to. I can't even because the box is fucking. Jesus Christ.
It's not good for the autism.
See, what I wanted to do was I wanted to move these back over to this wall, but then I guess, oh, well, we would have that wall to do it. So I guess I can do it. I can box you up. I can throw you over there. And I can move you right here. And I can move you. I guess just like right there for now. And you. Are we sure this is Sonsol and not Res?
Store action?
What about Res? Did Rez have something to do with this?
But I obviously wanted to reach out to people. For instance, I went to FPS Diesel for an optics check on the DMs and what he thought. I was reaching out to Nick.
Who? Nick and Diesel, no less than Beckett and Sunday. What does going to them do? Realize why I'm so critical though of you and Sunday? Because hold on, you're telling me though. You're telling me though that this was done over a couple of days. You didn't bother to reach out to Lonerbox or Pixie, and you guys went for the story anyway. How did you even get the draft? Was that from Aaron too?
Sorry, get the
draft of like Pixie's draft statement.
Yeah, I showed that in the DMs. Yeah.
So you guys have a draft from her. It seems like she's going to come out in some way because she has a written draft.
I kind of have
like
to.
it just seems it blows my mind, man. Like you've been somebody where I've been told over and over again, nah, dude, Cope and Seed is great. He does great videos, takes a lot of care with them, and it's like to me, I look at this and I'm like, it just seems like such a selfish story.
Well, hold on. Let me be clear. I don't think selfish is fair. I think I can take a lot of criticism. I think there are issues there, but I don't think selfish is fair.
In what way is that not selfish?
Well, because I didn't do this to get clout or money or like acclaim. I thought this was going to end my channel. Sunday was going to release a video. I thought I know Sunday, and I thought what needed to be done at the same time was painting a picture of what happened, but behind the scenes, to explain why so many people had these DMs. What I needed was Sunday's DMs with Straighter Aid. I didn't expect this to be a video where I'd get like pats on the back.
Again, why you think it would damage you?
What, the video?
Yeah, before you made it.
Because I recognized that once these were coming out, the people who were releasing them would get rightfully a fair amount of criticism for doing so.
Then why
but
would
I
you
also
release it?
Because
why would
well, for some I've said publicly as well, if Sunday wasn't releasing his video,
at some point, like you just gotta say, like, man, you know, it was retarded. I don't know why I did it. It was just like something I shouldn't have done. Like it. I feel like people should be more comfortable doing that. Even like I've been guilty of like holding on like super hard to things that it's like, yeah, man, I shouldn't have fucking done that. Fuck it, I'll own that. Like everyone's guilty of that occasionally, but like, damn, you should make an effort to not be that guy, you know? Damn, I still need more lights. Jesus Christ. Walmart Ed Sheeran, damn, brutal. What did Beckett do to you to deserve that kind of statement, kind of vitriol? I'll figure it out later.
Video, I wouldn't have released the same video. I probably wouldn't have acted in the same way. But Sunday looked at these are coming out. He wants to talk about it. Well, okay, it needs a companion piece.
So because he is jumping off of a bridge, piece? You're doing it too, dude? Oh, man.
Well, like, and again, that's what I'm saying. It's, you know, it's something I expected to do damage to me. But also, what was the other option? Lie about it?
No, the other option is to do what
hold
literally
on.
everybody else did, and you just let everybody else shoot themselves in the foot if he's going to be reckless with the victim and her claims and hijack her story. Like, you realize she was talking to lawyers during this, and they're gathering information. Fucking crazy.
Listen, I'm on many levels, I'm with you. And I think one of my constant comments through this is, how does this reach me? I am like 5th person down the chain. How does this reach me with no one doing any of that?
It just makes me go, like, how were you the person to feel like you should make that video?
Because I thought it was such a mess that at least I could make an uneditorialized.
Yours I don't think was as bad, but just the premise of this whole thing, when I talk to everybody, it's just...
I think it is a mess.
Beckett is the only person I talked to that acknowledged wrongdoing and said he would go about things differently in the future. Takeaway seems to be what I think is the most important thing, and that's that you have to reach out to Pixie. You got to make clear, or Lonerbox, and you got to make clear of like, hey, this is what I know. This is the story I'm thinking of running. I want to know like what's going on with this. Are you guys pursuing anything? And then they could go ahead and like give you the guidelines to it. Like, hey, look, we're talking legally. We'd rather this not come out.
Yeah, like, again, I'm not defending every part of this, and I don't want to. I mean, this is how I started the call, right?
Which is more than any other person I talked to. He became very critical of himself, especially as things moved off the record.
Hey, you know
I
what?
respect
He's getting
him for
good
that.
press because he,
I admit my first thoughts was a trick. You look so good, huh? I suck on your daddy.
Every day that passes,
so loud I
the
couldn't
drama...
fucking speak. He took responsibility. Jesus Christ. The music was so loud I couldn't finish my sentence. Jesus Christ. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. I don't have enough room for another light, but I still have another light, and I can't put the light on the storage racks. It doesn't work. Can I fit another light in here? Very unlikely. Fuck. Stopping me for one box of powdered sugar. Have you seen this clip of Classic Sunday? Hold on, let's finish this video and then I'll like watch one more thing, but then I need to get off.
It gets more hilarious. Destiny and Hassan are watching each other's content nukes while refusing to view their own. I get he's going through a legal case, but at some point he needs to address that video. During my off-the-record conversation with Beckett, he asked me a pointed question. When would you associate with Destiny again? If he was part of some drama as a side character and I interviewed him, I would do it then, but I don't think I could just go hang on his podcast anymore. Destiny and I were not friends. However, I have a lot of respect for him. He's the only major creator in the political space that I have covered that actually looks stuff up, reads first-hand information, and directly engages with his critics. That may seem like a low bar, but it's rare. He's somebody that has always demanded accountability from others, but right now when he's objectively in the wrong, he's not taking any of it. He's calling Nick a hypocrite for saying innocent until proven guilty with Ethan, but not treating himself that way. Nick then makes very clear, you shared Pixie's intimate videos with a random 19-year-old OnlyFans model, and then posted logs where you admitted to severely damaging her, and he links the messages of Destiny doing just that. I'm the kind of person that could forgive anyone for about anything, but there needs to be remorse, and he's obviously not there yet. His coworkers cover for him saying he is, but I don't see it. I don't see how anyone could take him seriously until then. I also want to emphasize how good the video was by President Sunday's former editor Kilo. He actively tried to correct the record, and his video has very few views. He gave up money to try and do the right thing, and I think that should be acknowledged. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, and shout out to the homies over on Patreon. Crimson Glass, River, Christina Vina, Mac Monkey, Drain Kobex, Necro Valley, Stefan Billman, Abby Blackbird, The Confusing Opinion, Eddie Bizzle, Tismic Fits, Christopher H, TV Anthology Reviews, Sennial Music, Lucas If, ET Automatic, Snoopy Poop Doop Doo, Muram El Bay, Deep Pocket Jew, Rooney Boo, Drew is Sharon, Clown Factory, Monkey D. Luffy, Shura, Noah, and the mega homies Hellison, IGP, Your Taxi, Cyber Katie, Lore Reloaded, Papa Gut, Caden Lulin, BA.
Alright, got it. Okay. Okay, after I check out this person, then I'll check that video that you linked. What did you think of that video, Dylan?
You know, I think if you just take a step back and sort of assess the bigger picture after having, you know, gotten the zoom out of it, and then, you know, after digesting that, zoom back in and then kind of synthesize the two after having gotten a little bit of a best of both worlds kind of thing, of a zoom out, zoom in. And then just kind of...
how many times can you say the same thing?
How many times? Thing.
Yeah, the same thing over and over and over and over.
Same thing. Well, you're changing the script.
Fuck off. Okay.
Fuck off.
Let me super boost this guy while we watch this.
Logical assessment, according to this administrator who you lied to.
I didn't lie to anybody.
Oh yeah, you did. You said that you graduated under that degree, didn't you? Is that a lie?
Yeah, to academic advising. I said I have the to academic advising. I said I have the credential of graduate diploma. I have a graduate diploma in psychological assessment. Yeah.
You agree you lied?
To academic advising. When I said I have this degree and I asked for a question about that.
You agree that you lied?
Let me double check. Actually, I'm actually a little bit fuzzy on my remembrance. Maybe I was more innocent than I think.
No lie.
Let me pull this up. It doesn't matter. So I was using a hypothetical to get an answer concerning
my credentials. That you're a liar and you lied.
But so are you, and so is Erudite. It's on the screen right here. And the difference is, here's the difference, Pisco. I was using that to get an answer concerning Kyla lying about her credentials. Right? I was using that to get an answer concerning Kyla lying about her credentials. Kyla is lying in order to sell to vulnerable people a service she's not specially qualified to give.
You agree you lied?
I'm actually double checking, but I don't.
You said, greetings, I achieved a graduate diploma in psychological assessment in 2022.
Oh, you got the quote. Brilliant. Yeah.
This is admin at 2127.
Yeah. I also use a fake name too. Yeah.
Yeah. So you agree you lied?
Yeah.
And you're a liar?
To the academic advising committee. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you
not to the committee, to the person in academic advising. Is this what you've got? Is this the best you've got, Pisco?
Well, no.
Yes, Pisco. Yes, Pisco. To the end of acquiring an authoritative statement on the specific applicability and appropriate use of the credential that Kyla has, I said I have that credential in order to get an answer that would not be in suspicion, which I did.
You lie when it's convenient, right? You lie when it's convenient.
I lied tactically in this case. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I lied tactically in this case. Giga Chad. Real voice moment, true Rebel Mango. Alright. Well. Anything else for the last couple of minutes of stream? Show hog? No, I won't do that. Oh man. Man, this day needs to finish up so I can end stream. Oh hey, look at that.
What's up, guys? We're doing a time speed run.
Now, if you stand in this precise spot right here, it actually glitches the game to move 0.23 milliseconds faster than if you weren't standing there.
Because what it does is it increases the frame rate, and since it's a client side...
Fuck, I shortchanged that guy, fuck.
Oh, good, get his attention.
Well, he just walks out, dude. Have you seen Elon's kid tell him to shut it? I think that video isn't actually showing Elon's... I think it does show him picking his nose and then rubbing the booger on the Resolute desk. But other than that, I don't think it's showing what people are saying it's showing. You know what
He
I'm
says
talking
I
about?
want you to shush your mouth. Definitely.
You think so? Because I wasn't getting that. I did see him pick his nose and wipe it on the Resolute desk.
I want you to shush your mouth is like... It's like the... What else would it have been?
Maybe I was watching a different video, but it didn't look like he was saying much of anything. Good memes. This better be good memes.
Is to restore
I don't think he said the F word.
democracy. This is
Oh wait, hold on.
from one year to the next.
They actually have audio of it? Okay, they were like doing lip reading on the video. They just had captions.
Oh, hell no.
Oh shit, I thought that it was just captions.
Is to restore democracy. This is from one year to the next are the same, and they're
Damn, how's he gonna repeat it? Jesus Christ. Okay, this day is almost over.
The one that's like, you're not the president, go away. I don't know about that one.
Okay, I'm gonna let this guy restock a couple more things because I boosted him so much. I got $1,700. Do I have good stock of everything? Not per.